I'm LJ,
What's cracking, y'all? It's Stevie Nicks.
and we're Knicks fans.
And welcome to Knicks Anonymous.
Myself, and I think we see Willis coming out.
Pass break to Walt Frazier. Frazier then slows it down. Is picked up by Jerry West at the top of the post. Reed.
The New York Knicks.
Here's David Stern
For
with the
their
announcement.
first pick, select Patrick Ewing.
Bernard looking for 50, and he's got it. Back-to-back 50-point games for Bernard King. Anthony for three. Bang! That one goes down, and the game is tied. Houston ducks under. Got it! With 8 tenths left. Lynn puts it up. Bang! Jeremy Lin from downtown.
Johnson cuts left, now fires a three. It is good, and he's fouled. It counts, and he is fouled.
Barrett drives down, this time finishes with authority.
What is going on, Knicks Anonymous family? Welcome back to another episode of
Knicks Anonymous.
episode
77.
77. God damn, that's a lot of fucking episodes.
Double sevens.
Make a wish. I wish for Barrett to not be ass.
That's how we starting today.
That's how we started it, because we gonna get into that in a little bit, man. But first things first, as we always start, shout out to the Knicks Anonymous family. We are the people's voice.
And we're nothing without the people. Speaking of which, follow us at Knicks Anonymous. That's on Instagram and on Twitter as well. And we have a TikTok. You know, got the Chinese government spying on us.
We gave up all of our emails and our information to them.
Yeah,
So
man,
any
we're on
emails you sent to Knicks Anonymous, China is now a co-founder.
Yes, sir. So you can catch us on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. You can actually find us also on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Pandora, Spotify, and Breaker, or simply Google Knicks Anonymous, and you will find us.
Yes, sir. We're all over the place, man. I'm actually proud of us. We actually been doing some work, networking, getting out there. A lot more people coming in, talking with us. So definitely fuck with that.
Yeah,
soon
the Twitter following is growing little by little. I didn't see that. I didn't see that coming.
and the good kind, at least for
Yeah.
us. Like the shit we see on our feed a lot of the times is a lot of like retweets and outside shit that's like just toxic. And sometimes we outsource for the toxicity because, like, unfortunately, we have to because we have to report everything.
Yeah. I'm gonna start sharing more highlights on Twitter
Yeah. So
just to keep it positive.
always, man. And just to let you guys know, if you guys want to talk to us directly, we do advise you to go to our Twitter more often than not. Instagram is usually just more general updates and stuff like that. But we use Twitter to like talk. Even during the games, I'll be on there spitting my mind.
You yapping it up.
Yeah, I be spitting my
I be
mind.
trying to post highlights on Instagram. You be on Twitter yapping it up.
Yeah, I be spitting my mind, man. But let's get straight into it, man. We finished this week 1-2. So
Yeah.
let's get into it. Let's talk about it, Stevie.
I guess we can start off with OKC. You know, so that was the first game of the week, that Monday revenge game. 129-119 final score. We won. I don't know if this had anything to do with it, but Quentin Grimes actually got to start this game.
Yes, and he actually did a very good job with guarding SGA. The talk of the town was Quentin Grimes going to be able to put the locks on SGA? Now, I don't think if he put the locks, let me see, SGA
dropped 30, but
he dropped 30 points.
9 to 22. I mean, 9 to 22 is not bad, but it's not good either.
It's
So
probably
it's not great. It's not
probably
great.
worse than what he did when we first played him.
Oh yeah,
that.
definitely. So I definitely made a difference. So shout out to Grimes. You know,
Yes,
he
I think
had,
Deuce also played that game as well.
he had 8 points, 5 boards, and assists, 2 steals. Deuce did. He had played 14 minutes.
Yeah, him and Grimes were actually doing I actually liked that setup that Thibodeau had with Deuce and Grimes in the backcourt. That's a very high defensive, and it showed because there's a lot of times that the OKC were having a lot of trouble just getting the ball over half court because both guys were picking up full court, which is great energy to have.
And there was a few moments that we locked up Josh Giddey. There was a few moments we locked him up on the corner and
Yeah.
and made him he thought it was one moment he thought he had an open shot, ended up having to pass it out, and another moment where he turned it over. That wasn't happening that first game. So, got to shout out got to shout out the coach for making adjustments. How
It
about that?
happens, man. I think what I really liked about this game is we showed, like, because last game really it was we were just off. So this game really showed what it really is. You know what I mean? Like, we are the better team. I feel like that we are, even with SGA on their team. I feel like we're still a better team than OKC in general, even though they are a young up and coming team. But
You know
overall,
what's
I think
weird? You know what's
what's up?
weird though? I think we are the better team, but they have the better prospects. I think down the road, like their team, like their core is more likely to become A players than our core, especially particularly SGA and Josh Giddey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pokusevski, who I'm a big fan of. I always liked Pokusevski. He a B player, but he a good defensive player. So he's gonna be. I don't know if he's gonna be a Mitch level defensive player, but he's pretty good.
So that's something to note, actually. Just how do you say his name? I
Pokusevski.
can't.
Pokusevski.
Poco Poke. All right, whatever. Stevie
Call him the
just
call him the Pokemon if you want.
the Pokemon. No. I look at no disrespect. I don't want no hate mail coming my way. I'm gonna have to call him Pokemon from now on. I'm sorry. The
Cool
Pokemon
nickname.
was not playing the second time around.
Yeah,
So do you?
that might have made a difference. That's why we was getting into the lane.
I was about to say. So do you think?
That's why we was getting layups like crazy. So that might have had something to do with it. But still,
And
W to W, I'm taking it.
that's a fact. Specifically, so let's get into the players here. First off, I want to talk about Barrett because I did start the show off saying Barrett. I wish that Barrett stops playing ass. This game, he definitely stopped playing ass. He
25
scored.
points, 8 boards, 2 assists, a steal, 10 to 16 from the field, 3 or 4. Wow, 3 or 4 from three, really?
Yeah,
RJ Barrett did that?
this was probably
Wow.
his greatest game of the year, honestly.
Uh yeah. I yeah, I yeah, I don't know what to say about that. That's a
No,
fact.
no, it's okay. I'm
Yeah,
speechless too. I had no idea this was gonna happen. I thought RJ was gonna have another slump game, but yo, he came out swinging just like everybody else. And I was, you know what? I will give the man the flowers that he deserves because he did play well. So I'll clap it up for RJ Barrett.
of course, what we do here. We give them credit, we give credit where credit's due. He deserved this game. We need more of this.
But here's the thing, though.
Here's the thing.
He did it against a team that has no center. So this
Okay.
is something that I would expect from RJ. You know what I mean? Like, to actually dominate when there's not a center there. But
Understood. Okay.
when there is a center there, because there will be a center on every other team besides OKC, it's a different story, which we'll get into, moving forward. But we are in the present,
All right,
and
so I was gonna ask a question, so I'll save that for later then.
yeah, yes, we'll
Since
wait.
we're gonna talk, are we gonna talk further about this later? All right, so I'll save that question for later.
Yeah, I feel like Barrett is the hot topic that needs to be talked about. But shout out to Julius Randle, 25 points, 11 rebounds, definitely dominating that centerless OKC team.
Who do they have playing in the middle?
I have no idea.
I'm trying to see.
Might have been Giddy.
Nah.
Giddy's tall. Giddy's tall as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, they had Kenrick Williams.
Jay Robinson. I don't know what the J stands for.
They had Kendrick Williams, Jay Robinson or Jeremiah Robinson Earl. Okay, he was running center.
And he did-
Obviously, he's not a good defender because our guys was running layup lines on them.
Yeah, and it's good that we actually took initiative. I feel like that was the biggest difference. We didn't settle. We knew they had no center. We knew we had the strength against them, and off the bat, we went straight to the basket. Which was great.
Especially the ATM, or as you like to call them, Jalen Brunson.
ATM, yo, that is
ATM, dude, 34 points. I think that was his career high, or he tied a career high with that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
34.
34.
I think he tied a career high with that. He had 34 and 9 assists.
Yo, man, listen,
He's automatic, bro.
ATM. That's all I gotta say. Listen, ATM means two things for me. It means cash money, and that's it. Because he just cashes out no matter where he is on the court. And the second term he gained from the Grizzlies game. ATM currently means at the moment. At the moment, Whenever he's baking, I always say at the moment he is baking, or at the moment he is Jalen Brunson, or at the moment he is him. Because
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, I learned something
he
today. I thought you was
he
calling him ATM because he's money.
no, he both. It's both. It depends the situation. It depends how I'm feeling that day. It doesn't, like if he's really cooking, I might say at the moment. If he's just cooking, I might say he's just cashing in. So I don't know. It depends. I alternate. It is what it is.
All right,
But
that's what's up. But
listen,
nah, man, like remember when we were saying that we thought we overpaid him?
oh, he is outplaying this contract, bro. He is
OD.
he is way outplaying this contract.
You know, I know it's kind of thinking too far ahead, but like when the contract is up, it's gonna suck because we're gonna have to pay him. I
A
mean, we want
lot.
to keep. I mean, we want to keep him. You know what I mean?
But this is why. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna save this later on in the show too. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna bring it now. Listen,
Might as
on
well. The cat's out the bag.
the cat is indeed out the bag. On Twitter, I said instead of building around R.J. Barrett, what would happen if we built around Jalen Brunson instead?
I wouldn't. You don't necessarily have to build around him because we already know what his role is. He's the point guard, so you know he's the one. He's the one constant on this team going forward. Him and probably Mitch in the starting five. If you had to pick who's who's here to stay for the long haul, it'll probably be those two. The other three up in the air. Other three spots up in the air.
So wouldn't you want to build around the most consistent player though?
Oh, no, I get what you're saying, but he's not the player to build around. He's a piece.
Okay.
You know
Oh,
what I
okay,
mean?
okay. I know what you mean. Like we could use the three other guys like Barrett, Randall, and a bunch of other picks to actually get the guy that Brunson can complement.
Yeah, exactly. Because
I see nothing wrong with that, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man, because
I mean, you
he's
kind of are doing that either way because you know he's here now. So whoever we bring in, we're bringing in to complement him. So it's technically building around him if you want to be real about it.
and to all those
And he is the point guard, so you know it
to
only
all
makes
those Leon
sense.
haters, let me tell you something. He got Jalen Brunson for the low.
Remember, bro, we was talking, man. I don't know about the money. That was our issue. Now I don't think we gave him enough. We should have
I
gave him
think we
like
gave him too
10 more.
little.
We should have gave him like 10 more mil.
We gave him too
You
little.
know, like, we should have gave him 30.
He's literally playing for the money. You know what I mean? He's playing for that extension. You
He
could
heard
definitely tell.
us. He said, I heard y'all say y'all I paid me too much.
Which is fine because we have him for what, 4 years until we have to extend him. So if he could play like this for 4 years straight, dear God, we will be good. Like we will be
Yeah,
so good.
we just have to get him the right pieces.
Okay, hold that thought. We have to get in the right pieces. We're gonna stop the Brunson talk there. We're just gonna keep it going. So do you want to stay on the OKC? Actually, matter of fact, what did you like the most about this OKC win? Because it's good that we
I just like the
no.
defensive adjustments off top. You know what I mean? Yeah, we still gave up points. Don't get it twisted, but 119 compared to 145. Yeah, it's a big drop off, dude. So some defensive adjustments were made. I mean, we held them to what? I mean, we held them to 48% shooting. That's good. I'm not gonna say that's not good. You know what I mean? But compared to our 52%, and the last time we played them, they shot 60%. Yeah, big drop off. So adjustments were made again. I don't know. I guess, like I said,
Yeah,
I like the adjustments.
yeah.
I like the fact that I like the coaching adjustments in this game, especially the Quentin Grimes start. You know, he had a decent all around game. I'm not too worried about his slow start because you know you got to remember the dude didn't play in training camp. He was injured, just getting his footing under him. So now the next couple of games is going to be his training camp. So he's not into form yet. So I'm not too worried about Quentin Grimes as far as he goes.
Yeah, neither am I. I was kind of over panicking on Grimes, but he's still just a kid. You know what I mean? Like we got him last year, so
He
he's
got
still got
time. He got time.
he's
He
got
has
to work
time.
through his kinks. So, um, my number one plus in all of this is our perimeter defense.
Yes.
We definitely locked up the perimeter, and that's something we've been struggling with all year. The biggest plus in this game overall, I would say, is the defense. Yeah, we were able to put up almost 130 points, but that's due to high percentage shooting, due to the fact that we took most of our shots in the paint. So Nick should be taking note about this game. I know it's going to be tough going against bigger teams in the paint. You know, we're going to have to work on the shooting to expand the game. But if it's there, it's there. You know what I mean? If we could dominate inside as much as we can, get as many points as we can, I have nothing wrong with that. So the fact that we kept taking it to them is a plus. Like you said, the coaching, A1 for the Grimes, and everyone wants Deuce. So they gave us Deuce. But
Wanted more Deuce, but I'll take it to start.
and honestly, I want more Deuce moving forward too, because we played him once and then we never saw him again pretty much this whole week.
You know, we could have used them on Friday. You know, we'll get into that now, I guess, since I brought it up.
So let's move on. Let's move on.
You know, happy Thanksgiving, everybody, by the way.
Happy
Happy Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving.
weekend.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Hope everybody ate swell.
This we're gonna put this loss on the games we should have won this. Because remember, we got two
You did say we're gonna make a list.
we have two so far. The first game of the season against Memphis, and that game against the Hawks where we blew 23-point lead. We put in the Portland game on that list. It's 3 games this year. So we win those 3 games. Instead of 9-11, which we are right now, we're 12-8. But that's besides the point. Final score to this game was 132-129. Went to overtime. It should not have went to overtime. We should not have lost. Did we? If I'm not mistaken, we blew a double-digit lead, did we? Correct me if I'm wrong.
I was just looking at that. Let me see. We
I think
definitely
we blew
had
like a 10. I think we blew like a 10, 11 point lead, if I'm not mistaken.
14.
Oh, look at that. Even worse.
14-point lead. And not for nothing, this game would have been much worse if it wasn't for Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, another game, 32 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. But the reason we lost this game, bro, 51 free throws.
Yo, that's outstanding, bro.
They shot 51 free throws.
And Jeremy
in our
Grant
house
and
in the
Jeremy
Garden.
Jeremy Grant had 28 of those 50. Yeah, he had 28 free throws.
Him and Anthony Simons combined had 82 points.
Oh, 82? I was off by 1. Damn it.
Points. Bro, what's up with that? No Dame Lillard neither? Come on, man. See, this goes back to my argument of us not having an A player. Because not for nothing, we should have beat these guys, bro. Their B players played our B players. We only lost because we blew a lead. And like you said, so who missed the free throw? I'll let you bring that up. Who missed the free throw?
Oh my God. Broadway Barrett. That man missed a free throw. All he had to do was make 1 free throw. He made 1 and missed the second. If he makes that free throw, we do not go into overtime. We win in regulation by either 1 or 3. And I say 3 because we would have got the ball back and they would have to foul us. And we would have, ATM would have hit the free throws. No doubt about it.
That game was disappointing, man, because and no disrespect to Anthony Simons and Jeremy Grant. I actually wanted the Knicks to go after Jeremy Grant in the offseason. And Anthony Simons not a bad player. But we should have beat these guys without Dame Lillard, bro. We definitely should have. I think Nurkic killed us too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yo, listen, let me tell you.
He horsed us on the inside.
20 points for Nurkic.
20, really? Hold up. Wait a minute.
20 points.
Yep. 20, almost a triple-double. 20 points, 8 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 blocks.
He definitely he exposed our big man situation. I'm not gonna say that our big men are trash because they're not. But Nurkic definitely hit us where we lacked. You know what I mean? And he hit all the right buttons, bro. He was just, and it happened in the Grizzlies too with Adams. But we'll get to that when we get to that. But
Adams always kills us for some reason.
What's the word? The pattern here is that we have a very tough time with what's the word? Like old school type bigs, like just big body bigs. It's Mitch.
Yeah.
Mitch very skinny. Jericho Sims is brolic, but he's a little bit on the short end. I think he's just below like
6'10", 6'11", around that.
So he just missed the mark. So there's not really much we could do there unless we actually get an actual like big. But
I think we're fine at center.
Yeah, it's a hit or miss with that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's some games will be better than others with our centers, but I like what we have overall.
But what I like to think of sometimes is like, how would we match up with a championship team? and most likely a championship team is gonna have a dominant, like, a semi-dominant big.
Not necessarily. Not in today's NBA.
That's true. That's true. That's true. I don't know. We just got to get lucky. We got to get lucky with the matchup. If we go against a team with a Steven Adams, more likely than not, we'll lose the board battle. But yeah, this game, I you know I was at my friend's house. I was at Mike's house. I was watching the game, and we were up 14. I left to go eat at my house. I live like not even 3 minutes away. I open my door, walk in, I see the TV, and we're down 6. So like I don't really
Anthony
6.
Simons happened and Jeremy Grant's free throws.
Listen, man, RJ. I'm not gonna. I hate to bully RJ Barrett. I hate to single him out, but dude,
He didn't have a bad game. He didn't have a bad game this game either. Well, actually, he did.
six of
He was
22,
6 of 22. He
6 of
had
22,
19 and 10 rebounds.
1-7.
Wow. Oh,
That was a good game.
spoke too soon. Sorry.
Yo, bro, listen. I hate. Look it. Okay, let's
I
go
saw
down the
the
line.
I saw the numbers. My bad.
Let's go down the line. Julius Randle 8 of 19. 3 of 8 from 3. Who else? Jalen Brunson 10 of 22.
That's good.
Emmanuel Quickly 6 of 17. 4 of 10 from 3.
That's not good. The 4 of 10 is good from 3, but the 6 of 17 is not good. The Randall 8 of 19. That's not bad, but it's not good either. 42%. You got to be better than 42%. You know what I mean?
And
if you one of my top 3 options, you got to be better than 42%.
And again, Randall 8 threes, bro. That's way too much. Way too many threes, my man.
3 out of 8 isn't bad though. If that was Randall's percentage for the season, I would take that.
That you're true.
37%.
That's true. That's true.
I
That's not
would
that
take
bad.
that. I would take that for the season from Randall.
Not for nothing. You know what? I'm hopping on that bandwagon. I would 100% take that as well.
Because he's shooting what now? Like
He's shooting
way
30%.
less than that. I
Yeah,
don't
he's
remember off
shooting-
the top, but I know it's way less than that because the whole team's struggling from 3.
Yeah, he's shooting 30%. So
I'll take
And
7% more.
believe it or not, RJ is shooting worse. RJ is shooting 27, I think 27, 26.
Not cool, man. Not
And he's
cool.
shooting I believe 35% from the field overall.
What were
It
what
probably
were
went
we-
up a little bit, like maybe to 37, but still, bro, come on, man. 37.
This game we shot 43% against Portland. Damn. We outshot them by 20 shots too. We shot 105 times. They shot 85.
You know what the thing was the most about this game is that we were scoring. We just couldn't get a stop to save our life.
And the
We
free throws, bro. 51 compared to our 28 in the Garden. How does that happen, bro?
I don't know. I'm gonna be real though. I'm gonna keep it a buck. The reffing has been real walk this year. I'm not gonna blame it all on the refs, but like
Bro, in all sports, it's been kind of trash lately. You know, I don't want to get
51
into other
though, like-
sports, but just throwing it out there.
so like it's 51's a lot, bro. Like you were really just watching us. Like you were literally watching every specific movement that we make to call a foul. Like for real. Like I'm not even gonna lie to you. 51 is OD. There's no
mean-
way. Like, you know what I mean? There's no way we were hacked. Like, I know we're bad, but there's no way, dude, that we gave away 51 fouls. I would say out of 51, maybe 30. That's still a lot, though. Like,
Yeah.
but still, like, you know what I mean? Like,
And in our house, bro, that's what throws me off, dude. If it was in Portland, it'd be a different story. They did that shit in New York.
doesn't make sense, really. It really doesn't. There's a lot of weird calls. And you know what? Tibbs made a good point in the press conference. He said, the guys have to be able to adapt to how the game is being called. And I definitely felt that because as a ball player, you need to have that IQ to understand, like, if the refs obviously aren't calling this, then I got to stop. I got to find a way around it. So, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. So I feel like that is exactly what was happening. And, we paid for it. We definitely paid for it.
Yeah,
we can't give these refs an excuse to actually blow games for us because we already know they're bad. So if we give them the ammunition to call things on us, they're gonna call it.
Nah, I feel you. You're right. I hate to say it, especially considering we don't have the respect other teams and other players have. It is what it is, unfortunately.
Yeah. Barrett said something along the lines where he was in the press. I started watching the press conferences more. I just like to hear what they talk about. And Barrett said, I think Rebecca Harlow asked him, how do you think the fouling situation was? And he said, he said it sucked, and then he said that he would like some of those calls too. Here's the thing with Barrett. One, you just said it, he's not really an established star in the league, so he's not really gonna get that respect. And
Got an A
also,
player, bro.
yeah,
He's an
that
A
and also
player.
also you gotta he has to compose himself as a threat. If in my eyes, if I'm a ref, I'm not giving RJ Barrett half of the shots he takes because he's out of control most of the time. I'm not because you're not somebody I bail out. You're not a John Morant. You're not a a Damian Lillard. You're not a LeBron James. I'm not gonna bail you out with those calls. So until he actually gathers himself in these situations and actually jump stop and actually go into the contact, they're not going to give him those calls, those fast break, because he's already bigger than most guys. So they're going to automatically give the leniency to the defender due to the fact that he's so much bigger than them. So if he doesn't make it a strong effort, like, okay, so you know how sometimes they call a late whistle when the ball comes out the rim.
Yeah.
That's because the guy, usually he's usually a person that makes layups, one, and if it missed and somebody's on him, most likely than not, it was because he had contact. So RJ Barrett misses a lot of layups, period. So when he misses those layups, the refs are automatically thinking, nah, that was just all him. He's not that good of a layup shooter to actually, you know, miss because of the foul. So all that
Okay.
adds up. You know what I mean? So RJ really has to fix his game and assert himself as such in order to get those calls.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. So
Dan, he's a B player, bro. You know what I mean? We got to. I said it many times this year, yo. And I'm not saying it to be disrespectful. We got a team of B players. Everybody has a role, but we just got to determine eventually who's staying, who's going. Like I said, the only two certain spots, in my opinion, is Jalen Brunson's and Mitchell Robinson's. Between power forward, I'm kind of getting a little off track because we're supposed to be talking about the games, but since
no,
I'm
no,
here,
let it flow, let it fly, let it fly.
since we're here, after I say what I'm going to say, we get into Memphis.
Now let it fly, let it roll out.
Eventually we're gonna have to make that decision of Obi Toppin and Julius Randle. We're gonna have to decide about who's gonna be our starting wing, whether if Cam or RJ or anybody else could get it done. Same thing for the two spot. Is Quentin Grimes the guy? Or will RJ be the guy? You know what I mean? Even Cam.
So if you had to put the verses, because right now our team it's an open tryout right now.
I
So
guess if you want to say that.
who would you put the verses with? So like you got So obviously Randall and Obi, they're playing for a spot. Would you say Reddish and Barrett are fighting for a spot?
Not necessarily. I think Reddish is a potential keeper as well. I should throw him on that list of him being a keeper. And what saves him is his defense. Thibodeau, what I mean? Here's a dude Tom Thibodeau didn't want. And he likes his defense. He's giving him minutes because of his defense. So that
Starting
might be his
minutes.
that may be his saving grace. And it kind of helps that you have the potential to be one of the most talented offensive players on the team. So the potential is there. Not saying he is, but the potential is there.
You
So
know what it is? His game is very fluent. Like he's very confident in everything he does. He's very, he's very, he hits the with. He got charisma to his game. So he's gonna be good. I
nah,
think he's
yeah,
gonna be good.
yeah. He might be a potential keeper as well. So like whether he starts or not is the thing. You know what I mean? Like I guess the verses, I guess it's a three-way battle between Grimes, Barrett, and Reddish. And it's not even about who's staying and who's going. Because the potential's there. We can keep all of them. I think Quickly might be the most likely one to go, especially considering he's the one that has been in rumors lately.
I think most teams favor him, honestly.
Yeah,
they
and
see
he
the
wants
most
to be a
potential in him.
starter, and there's teams out there that see him as a starter, from what I've read. So he may be the most likely one on the way out, and it
Good
may
for
be
him.
mutual, and it might not be no bitterness, nothing like that. It might be mutual, which is cool. You know
That's
what I
good
mean?
for
Like
him.
Leon Rose
Happy
gonna
for
hook him
him.
up,
That's what's up. But
but
someone needs to hook
that's if it happens.
someone needs to hook us up. You know what I mean? Like someone
No,
needs to.
exactly. That's if that happens. You know what I mean? That's just me hypothetically speaking at the moment. But as far as your versus question, I guess it's between Grimes, Barrett, and Reddish. And as I said, it's not about who stays, who goes. It's about what role they're gonna play, who's gonna be benching, who's gonna start where, who's gonna get minutes at what time. You know what I mean? Things like that. Because as I said, the potential is there. We may keep all three.
So here's the thing with RJ, right? We signed him to a contract that we can't keep him. We can't use him off the bench. He needs to start because of that money. You know what I mean? So that's another predicament to look at. So, you know, I know Cam Reddish and RJ could actually share the floor together because you can have, either one of them, switch. So I don't know. It's weird with Barrett, man. Like it just like it depends on what we can get for him. Like if someone is interested enough and whatever they have can compensate for what we're giving up, I see no problem with giving up Barrett. At first I thought he was a lock, but again, it is still early. We're only like what 12 games in, something like how many
20.
games in? 20. All right,
Quarter of the season's over.
holy shit. So 20. Okay, so never mind. We're slowly closing that gap as, to because All-Star break is what, like a month away maybe? Like 2 months?
February, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
So what is that? We're in what? November,
2 months.
December. So yeah,
3 months. 3 months.
3 months. So honestly, I think I think that conversation's out the water, man. I don't think it's still early, man. I think we're seeing what we're seeing.
Now we'll get deep. We'll get into that in a few. We'll get into that deeper. Let's get into this Memphis game so we can further talk about that.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
Oh man, another fucking doozy, bro.
Yeah, but I won't put this on the list of games we should have won.
You don't think
Truth
so?
Truth be told, bro, they had Ja Morant and we didn't. Final score 127, 123 Memphis. I kind of like our effort though, man. Like I don't know what it is, but it seems like we can hang with these guys. And they're one of the elite teams in the league. So I know it's bad we lost, but is it good that we continuously hang with them?
So there's okay. So you're saying like there's good and bad. Like it's like a poison with antidote.
Well, I'm asking. That's what I'm asking you. Like, what do you think? Because, like, yeah, we lost to them twice. The first game is the one I said we should have beat them. This one I'll hold the L. But at the same time, we're holding the L. This is the second time we hung with these guys.
But
And as I said,
we were
they're one of the
literally
top 4 or 5 teams in the West.
Yeah.
So is that a good sign? A bad sign? Is it a mirage? Like I don't know how to take this.
I think we're just their giants to like the Patriots. You know what I mean? Like the Patriots and the Giants. I think we're just
except we lose.
Yeah, like we
didn't win.
We just got their number. For some reason, we match up well with them. I don't know how because the guard is. Would you argue John Morant is better than Brunson?
Of course.
You know what I mean? They got the better guard. They got the better center. I don't know. I don't know what it is with us, and I think it's just Brunson versus the world, man. I think I think Brunson got their number on lock.
It's unfortunate Brunson couldn't close this one out, man. He came close.
That's
I give Brunson credit for this game because he started off slow, picked it up, but then he couldn't finish it in the end.
But that's why I put this on the list of games we should have won because we were literally 2 shots. Because he had 2 attempts. He had 2 different attempts to end the game, and he missed both. And I'm gonna live with it. If anybody else would have missed those shots, I would have been pissed. But
I want Brunson taking those shots.
Yes, because he was the one that shot it. I'm okay with it.
Here's what I got mad at in this game though. Cause all right. I'm gonna bring up Ja Morant, his stat line. He had a triple-double, as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 27 points, 10 rebounds, 14 assists. Which means he had 19 in the second half. Why did they take Grimes they had Grimes and I think Reddish switching off on him in the first half, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right? I
Yeah.
know they had Grimes mostly, but I'm trying to recall
No,
if Reddish
Reddit.
was
So
one of the
what
ones
happened
switching
was,
on him.
even Clyde Frazier said it. The Knicks continue. They kept switching off Morant. They needed to keep Reddish on him. Like that was the man.
That's what I'm saying. Why did they stop doing that?
What happened is they kept.
Why did they stop doing that in the second half?
It's the screens. Adams is, I hate screens in the NBA. Like screens make the NBA so easy for dominant guards because you'll switch off of anything, everything. It's unfortunate that Adams is such a big fucking body that we can't really get around him.
He
It was
kills
just
us all the time,
it's
dude.
just hard, man.
All the time,
That's just
dude.
really that's like a carry. You know how like NBA is like cracking down on the carry because it's so effective.
Dude,
Bro,
7 offensive rebounds for Steven Adams.
all in the
Always,
clutch. Like
bro.
5 of them in the clutch.
Always. Oh my God, bro.
But yeah, you're absolutely right though. That whole with Reddish, they no matter what, they should have just glued him to Morant. Like, yo, bro, your one assignment
Nah,
is
him and Grimes were switching off, and they held him to 8 points in the first half. So why did they stop doing that? See, that was bad coaching,
coaching
right there.
laps.
I'm sure there was probably reasons as to why he did it. But that's still he made a bad adjustment there.
Yeah, that's not good. And another coaching lap he had was he took Mitchell Robinson out at the end of the game.
Was he in foul trouble? Hold on.
It doesn't matter. If Brunson missed because Brunson missed the layup, you don't think Mitchell Robinson? He had 16 points. You don't think Mitchell Robinson would have cleaned that up?
He was killing Mitchell. If
He had 10. He had 60. He had a double, 16 points, 10 rebounds.
Nah, he had 7 boards. Didn't seem like it though.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm looking at fucking Adams stats. Sorry.
He had
16-7, yeah.
He had 16 and 7, but the 5 blocks is what killed it. And he had a clutch block 2 and 4th that they had to review.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
That one block they said was a foul, and it was clearly all ball. I was like, oh hell yeah, but they
So
better
dude,
give him that block.
why was he in the game at the end?
I'm not sure, honestly.
If you look at the maybe they wanted like offense or something. Like maybe they wanted to spread the floor or something.
Are you talking about that last play when Morant did the 360 and we
No,
moved
no,
out
no.
the way and let
That
him
was
get the
great.
easy
Yo, all they had to
basket?
do was grab the ball. All Barrett had to do was grab the ball. He just let him grab it back and shoot it up. I was losing my mind. I was like, Barrett, what are you doing?
Bro, they just backed
bro,
off.
They literally stopped him. They got the play they wanted. He did some 360 NBA jam shit and completely got blocked. And then they just let him grab the ball.
Yeah, they backed away. I don't know why. Like Clyde Frazier said they were scared. They looked like they were scared to foul. But still, that was terrible.
Bro, I was lost for words, man. Honestly, Stevie, I'm gonna have to argue that, bro. I think we should have won that game, man.
So you want to put this on the list?
Yeah, 100%.
You're allowed to add a game to the list if you feel the need to.
We're adding this to the
that's
list.
4 games.
We should be 2-0 against Grizzly.
So it's 2 Memphis, the Hawks, and Portland.
Yeah, man. Because we came down from a 12-point deficit, mind you.
So instead of 9 and 11, we should be 13 and 7. I'm gonna write this down. Matter of fact,
write that down. And I have another point. I have another point for this game too. Oh yeah, perfect. There it is. From the 3-point line, we shot 33%. What? Dude.
I think that's the league average is 35 if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so that's not that bad. But
it's bad. We're below average.
Yeah. Okay, you know what?
We're below average.
Yeah. You're right. We're bad. You're right. And we're actually guess where we're ranked in 3-point percentage?
Dead last?
30th.
Okay, almost dead last.
No, dead last. There's 30 teams in the NBA, I think.
I thought it was 32. I could be wrong. It's 30 or 32. But either way, we closed the last.
Oh, we down there. Yeah, we in rock bottom, all right. So listen, a lot of these close games, and there's a lot of times where so a 12-point deficit for us is a lifetime because we cannot hit threes. And that takes a lot of time to come back from, if we're just shooting twos, especially if they just keep scoring. So the Knicks really need to look on a trade that helps them 3-point wise. We need something We need something consistent from the three because these close games can be easily won with just a single 3-pointer and a free throw, Barrett. But we're not talking about that. So we're not
I'm
talking about
actually
that.
I'm actually typing that down for the details for the Portland game. Blue 14-point lead and Barrett missed free throw.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I don't look at so okay. Let's get off the Grizzlies game real quick because what we're about to talk about ties into all three of these games really. So honestly, the biggest takeaway from the Grizzlies game is hard fought loss. I guess I don't know if that's a thing, but the Knicks really tried their best, to really come back. But you're not going to win games when you give up 34 points in the fourth quarter.
Or
So
51 free throws.
or 51 free throws. So, we tend to shoot ourselves in the foot a lot. So, if anybody out there thinks it's just the refs is the reason why we're losing these games, they are helping the problem, but it's not the main reason. There's a shit ton of other reasons as to why we aren't able to close out the games, and three-pointers being one of those reasons. If you look at the Knicks roster, we do not have that guy to go to shoot threes. Um, Everybody's very streaky. We need somebody who's consistent. Not to say we don't have any 3-point shooting with Cam Reddish, Julius Randle, but at the end of quickly Brunson, but those
Brunson's not a
guys
3-point shooter. He can hit threes, but I wouldn't consider Brunson a 3-point shooter.
exactly. So we need somebody that because everybody hates Randle, so we need somebody to take a three other than him, because if not, then he's gonna be the one taking the threes. So
We don't want that.
and we don't want that. So I think the most logical answer is to get somebody who can help us on the perimeter. Candidate? Can I just spit one out there?
Sure.
Seth Curry.
Seth Curry, is he available?
I don't know, but I think we could steal him
How so?
with Emmanuel quickly.
Manuel quickly for Seth Curry.
And obviously a little bit more, but they won't get a big they're gonna get a pretty
48.
big
Matter of fact, I'm about to do the trade machine right now. I'm about to see if that trade works.
Nah, yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna stall for you. So honestly, I think Seth Curry could help our team immensely.
Coming
Especially
off the bench, right?
off the bench. Yes, off the bench.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't mind Seth Curry coming off the bench.
Because we don't need him for defense, really. Because IQ's defense and Seth Curry's defense are kind of neck and neck. IQ is not even a good defender. The reason why he's actually doing so good is because of his effort alone. So I think Seth Curry could bring somewhat of the same energy to the table because he's not lazy. He doesn't come from a lazy family. He comes from a hardworking family. Look at his family. They're a bunch of winners. So he wants to win the game. So I think Seth Curry could help this team a whole lot, actually. And he might be able to help run the point in the second unit with Grimes. Imagine that. Because Grimes would help with the defensive load, so we won't be that far. Imagine that. A second unit that consists of Grimes, Seth Curry, Obi Toppin, Hartenstein, and
Deuce.
Deuce? You think so? I feel like I'm missing somebody.
Derrick Rose.
Really? That's it? Okay, so instead of Hartenstein, I put Sims. Get Hartenstein out of there. I put Sims. So Seth Curry, Grimes, Jericho Sims, Obi Toppin. But where would you have Deuce playing? We need a 3.
Cam Reddish. You start Grimes.
Oh, so have Reddish come off the bench. Okay,
Or
so
start Reddish at the 2.
So and have Seth run the 1. Okay,
No, you can't have Seth run
or
the 1.
Deuce run the 1.
Yeah.
So Deuce, Seth, Reddish, Obi, Sims.
There you go.
That's
Good
not
bench.
that's lit. And you can have Seth Curry come in whenever you need him. You know what I mean? He doesn't have to necessarily be just the bench player. If you need threes, you put him in.
I mean, we don't necessarily have to trade for him. He's gonna be a free agent at the end of the year.
I think we need to.
We have to flat out sign him.
I think we need to snipe that man. I think we need to target him hard body for sure. So yeah, what do you think about that?
I wouldn't mind Seth Curry. I mean, that's a random name to throw out there. No, I don't know if he's available in trade, but shit, if he is, why not?
He's just been on my mind for a minute because he's a very good. He's very good. He's a better shooter than his brother percentage wise.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. For those
And
that
we
don't know, look it up.
and we need consistency, and that's pretty damn consistent. So
He killed us in Brooklyn the last time we played them.
he's been killing everybody. I watch him play. Like he's disgusting off the bench. It's crazy. He be averaging I think almost 16, 17 points off the bench. Like that's OD, man. So okay, Barrett.
Oh, here we go. We're back into Barrett.
Yeah,
here we
'cause
go.
we have to, man. He's the guy we signed. He's got to get this treatment because he's the guy that we thought was gonna be that guy, and there's still time, but he is slowly looking like I wouldn't say a bust, just not that guy.
Uh, yeah. I mean, I can't lie. I have soured on his play lately. It doesn't look too good. He actually Would you say he's looked the worst he's ever looked?
No,
Okay,
I think
he's
the
looked
worst. I think the worst is maybe Fizdale. That's because everybody was just doing bad.
Okay, all right. But he's looking pretty. Okay, we'll say Fizdale-ish. Looks a little Barrett Fizdale-ish.
That's not good, man. We
And
don't
it's
want.
not
We don't want
cool,
anything to do
but
with that, man.
I'm not too sour on him, man, because he's still young, bro. I understand this is 4th year. Yeah, we've been saying that for 4 years. He's still young. But the truth is, bro, we drafted him when he was like, what, 18, 19 years
19,
old?
I think.
He really is young. Like 22, 23 years old, bro. He hasn't hit his stride yet. We gonna find out who. Yeah, I understand. Like, we gave him the money, and he's performing like this right after we gave him the money, so it's kind of concerning, and it makes people think, is this what he is? I mean, yeah, I thought that myself. Possibilities there. This is what he is. He's just a B player. But even so, Barrett being a B player wouldn't be a bad thing. He just has to be more consistent. That's all. Once he's established as a consistent B player, then we know we got a gun for that A player. You know what I mean? Barrett still has a chance to develop into an A player. Like I said, he's 23. You don't find out who somebody is until they're like 25 years old, bro. Especially in today's NBA, because they drafted young. They drafted like 17, 18 years old.
And
I think
it keeps getting younger. I think they're opening up the high school thing again.
Exactly. Look at that. So, there's still time for RJ. Is his performance concerning? Yeah, definitely it is. Should he be getting critique for it? Of course. We be shitting on Randall for his performance. It's only right we get on RJ.
And people shout Randall when Randall's having a great performance.
Yeah, that's true. But here's the thing, though. I could understand why Randall gets it a little more than RJ, and the reason being is because this is what Randall is. There's no changing Randall. This is him. This is Randall. Through good, through bad. You've seen his best. You've seen his worst. That's it. RJ can still get better. We don't know his ceiling. We don't even reached that yet. You know what I mean? It's possible this is what he is. As I said, possibilities there that this is what he is. He may not get any better. But the possibilities also there. He ain't even reached that. He ain't even touched the ceiling yet.
I think what Knicks fans got to understand that Barrett is okay. People have thrown all their eggs in one basket with Barrett. That's the problem. Everyone was so convinced that because he was the first top 5 pick since Ewing probably.
That's right.
So I think New York had just thrown all their eggs in one basket, and rightfully, you know what I mean. When
yeah, we were hyped.
Look at John Morant. Look at John Morant. You know what I mean. That was the same. But oh my God, I don't even want to look at RJ Barrett's draft class because there's gonna be so much that we probably missed in gaining RJ. Let me see.
I know Darius Garland's one of them.
Yeah, bro. And yo, bro, listen. I was the one. I made the meme, the viral meme, the one that everyone loves on the page, the reel. In that meme, it said that the Jazz were too dumb and greedy to accept RJ. So I wanted to keep RJ. Bro, with the way RJ is performing now, would you have given the Jazz Quentin Grimes for Donovan Mitchell?
I don't know, man, because like I said, and I still stand by this point, the Cavs are more prepared with a better team than us to have landed a Donovan Mitchell.
No,
Let's think,
we were one player away, bro. It was Quentin Grimes. That was the deal breaker. That was it.
who was
Because
the
we,
package? It was RJ
it,
Barrett, Quentin Grimes, and who else?
I think like 3 picks, like 3 first-round picks. I think like 4 first-round picks.
I mean, I still don't think we were as prepared as the Cavs. I still stand by that. But in hindsight, yeah, why not? I would have made that move. But again, I'm not upset we didn't make the move because again, we have assets. We got picks. Donovan Mitchell not gonna be the last star to one out. You know what I mean? Everybody act like, that's it. It's over. Like, nah, it's not, dude. You know what I mean? I've said it many times. I'm personally keeping my eyes on Karl Anthony Towns.
So we
You know,
missed out. We missed out on Cameron Johnson, Tyler Hero.
nah, I'll take RJ over Tyler Hero.
Yeah.
I'll take RJ over Tyler Hero. Yep, and Cameron Johnson.
Uh,
Cameron Johnson, Phoenix Suns, right?
we missed out on Jordan Poole,
Uh, Jordan Poole.
the Warriors.
I like Jordan Poole. I
How
like
about
Jordan Poole.
oh my God, how about Kevin Porter Jr.?
I think RJ's better than him too.
Kevin Porter Jr. That's the one on the Nuggets, right?
No, that's Michael Porter Jr. Kevin Porter Jr. is on the Rockets.
Ah, okay, wrong one. I would have actually liked Michael Porter. We got Obi that draft, right?
Nope, Kevin Knox.
Oh shit. Oh shit. He signed to the Pistons. Congrats.
He had a good game the other day. Not for nothing.
Congrats. My boy has signed a contract. He has landed a deal.
He been there. What you talking about?
No, I think they just like extended him or something. They did something with him.
Nah, I think he just had a good game the other day. That's all.
Yeah, because they was congratulating him for something. They said he
Yeah,
got the
for having a
bag
good
or
game.
something. It was a good game? Okay. Fuck it. My boy Knox out here doing work. But yeah, listen, my stand with RJ is he's just as tradable as anybody else on this team, besides Brunson and I guess you could argue Reddish and Grimes.
Yeah, I don't think Grimes is going anywhere. We didn't trade him for Donovan Mitchell. You'd have to royally screw up for us to want to trade him now.
Exactly. Or someone better.
Yeah.
But okay, yeah. So listen, New York, I'm sorry to tell you, as of right now, RJ Barrett has in 4 years. Listen, I'll give RJ Barrett this. He has improved every single year from start to now. And that's due to the second half of the season. So everything is still to be determined. But let's say they were to make a move before the second half of the season, RJ Barrett would definitely be in a package, I think. And I think he should be rightfully.
Nah,
Because
that depends on who the package is.
and who the package is, of course. Because if we just do the Seth Curry thing, no, I'm not giving up RJ Barrett for Seth Curry. So it all depends.
Nah,
But is RJ expendable? Yeah, absolutely.
everybody is at this point.
Besides Brunson.
Yeah.
ATM.
I mean, like I said, we just gotta wait to see who wants out.
Nah.
And I'm keeping my eyes on Karl Anthony Towns, bro. I'm hearing that he's not happy over there.
That
Unless
could
that's internet chatter. I mean, I don't know,
Yeah,
but
you can't really trust the internet nowadays, bro. Niggas be making up shit.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Something going down over there. Cause they talking about this guy only passes Gobert the ball like twice a game. Anthony Edwards. Something going down in Minnesota. Like, look it up. When we done,
he seems like a head case though. He does. I could believe
bro. When we done chatting on the podcast, we go Minnesota. There's issues over there.
that. So we'll bring that up next episode. We'll talk about it next episode. We'll see what's going on.
Nah, that's their problem. We not Minnesota anonymous.
No, but chill. We could talk about deals and packages. You know.
Oh, okay. That's different.
Yeah, because we could steal from them. Hell yeah, we could body them.
I'll take Karl Anthony Towns.
Because with a team in turmoil, it's pretty easy to finesse them because they're just thinking about getting him out of here. So Leon Rose he's not dumb. He's not dumb, man. He could definitely pull a swindle on some Fournier shit. I'll give you Fournier for Towns. Like,
Nah, bro. Julius Randle.
oh shit.
We keep Mitch.
Ooh.
Think Mitch and Towns would be a nice little combo.
So what we do with Hartenstein? We just let him go.
Nah, back up.
How about Sims?
Back up.
Dude, we could.
Or put
What?
or put Hartenstein in the deal. Put Randall.
Yeah, someone's got to go, bro. There's no way I'm having 5 centers on my bench.
Put Randall, Hartenstein. Might have to throw Obi Toppin in there.
Ooh. Would you?
I mean, if it gets us calling Anthony Towns,
We
yeah,
need
why not?
okay. We need a volume shooter. If we get rid of Obi Toppin, we need a volume shooter because Obi Toppin is currently
Call
our
Anthony
best.
Towns a better shooter than Obi Toppin.
That's true, but I don't want him volume shooting though.
I don't either, but he's still a better shooter.
But we're still gonna need a volume shooter. Because Obi Toppin is dead ass the best 3-point shooter on our team right now.
That's not good.
Well,
That's not good.
it kind of evens out a little bit because the minutes that he's playing. Like I said, it's good that he's dominating the time that he is. The little time that he has, he's dominating. Like I said, it's a big question mark to if we prolong his minutes, will he keep up the consistency? Which I doubt. I think it's gonna drop off, not by like OD, but like enough to where he's just an average player again.
Yeah.
So and his defense needs a little bit more tweaking. But other than that, man, look at anything else you wanna? Actually, of course, there's one more thing I want to add. Is it just me? So, is it just me, or will Jalen Brunson be making All-Star team this year?
I would love to see that, but I don't think so.
Really? Why is this?
Because he got a lot of guards to climb over, bro. Think about it. You got, as far as point guards, you got Trae Young. You got Darius Garland. Who else? You got
Donovan
Kyrie. You got you got to put Kyrie in there. You got Kyrie. You got Harden.
Is
Those
Ben
four
Simmons a guard?
there, it's gonna be kind of hard to climb those four. Maybe he could probably climb Kyrie because of the BS going on with him. But the other three, I don't know.
Listen, he might make it on clout.
Well, yeah. Not only that, you got LaMelo Ball. You got it's not a competition as far as point guard goes.
Listen, you are right. You are right. But I believe he'll make it. One, because of our fan base, and two, the publicity he's gonna get coming out of New York. Because same thing happened to Randall. Randall, had an all-star year, and
but that was because we were winning. We're not winning right now. We're not we got a losing record, but I wouldn't say we're losing.
if we
losing,
if we go 500 or above 500 by the time the voting starts, I think he's gonna have a good chance.
I think he'll get votes
Because he's gonna be responsible for that. Honestly, if we're looking at the team right now, he will be responsible for us being 500 or above.
I think he'll get votes, but it's gonna be hard for him to crack the All-Star roster. In all honesty,
New York, come on, man, New York, stand up. We need to get this man in the game, man, because it's all based on votes, right?
The starters are based on votes. The reserves are picked by. Well, at one point they were picked by the coaches. Now they do like a little draft now.
Ah, man, NBA's getting soft.
I've been said that. But yeah, it's gonna be hard. I hope he does make it though. He's putting up numbers. His numbers are all-star worthy. In most years, those are all-star numbers. It's just now there's so much competition at the point guard. This is a point guards league.
It is a point guard league.
So it's gonna be hard.
I'm glad we have a point guard that we can be proud of.
Yeah, it's about time.
Shit, bro. Oh my god. And look at the difference he makes, bro. Like, it's ridiculous. It's like a whole new team. It's great. I love it. Anything you want to talk about else, Stevie?
Nah. I guess we could preview this week to wrap up the show.
Yeah, like we always do at the end of the show. Let's talk about our pre-games.
Who we got this week? Hold on, let me go get the schedule up. Who do we have this week? My bad, y'all.
Tomorrow we have the Pistons.
I got that as a W.
And then after the Pistons, we have the Bucks.
Oh, look at that. Cade Cunningham's out. Yeah. I got that as a W.
So this is a nice win. This is a nice cruise. Like, I won't say a break, but
Matter of fact, no. They didn't have Cade Cunningham last time, and we had a hard time with them.
that's true.
So I still got this as a W.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think this time we blow them out to make a statement.
I agree. That would be dope. And then after the Pistons, we have the Milwaukee Bucks, which I will mark up as an L.
I'm gonna mark that as an L, but it's gonna be a close game.
Okay.
It's gonna be one of them L's that we not gonna be too mad about.
Dallas Mavericks.
I got that as a W.
I got that as a W for meme purposes.
I got that as a W, and I ain't being biased either. Like we seem to always show up against the Mavericks.
Brunson's gonna definitely want to show up against the Mavericks.
Exactly. That's gonna be his. I bet you he goes over. You know what? I might even bet that on DraftKings. I think he drops 35. Hits his career high.
That's not a bad bet, actually.
I'm gonna put that on DraftKings.
He's gonna show Luka who the better guard is, baby.
That's a fact.
And then to wrap that up, we have the Oh my God! Right after, like literally the next day, Cavaliers.
Ooh. Donovan Mitchell
Wow, we
killed
have a
us
lot
that
of
last time, man.
we have a lot of double headers. We have literally all 4 games are double headers.
Yeah, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Saturday,
Saturday
Sunday.
and Sunday. Oh shit.
I say we go 2-2 this week.
I say we go 3-1.
What?
I think we beat the Pistons, the Mavericks, and the Cavs. I think we steal one against the Cavs. I think we get that revenge back.
All right, that's what's up. That's cool. That's cool.
Most likely not, because I think Garland's back. But
I'm gonna go 2-2.
that is the realistic. But I'm gonna go 3-1 for the believers, if there are any
I
left.
hear you. I hope I'm wrong and you're right.
If there's any left out there. And shit, honestly, 4-0. Let's go. Come on. Let's go, baby.
I doubt it, but let's see. You never know.
That'll be wicked. Will Jalen Brunson be all-star then?
Like I said, bro, he has a mountain to climb. He has a mountain of point
Well,
guards to
okay,
climb.
so
Doesn't matter what I think.
So his first challenge is Sunday. He plays against the Cavaliers. We named 2 all-stars on that team, which is Garland and Donovan Mitchell. So
He's not climbing, no. Maybe Garland, but definitely not Mitchell.
fuck that guy. Fuck that team. I know it's supposed to be PG-13, but I let that out.
That's fine.
Talking my shit. It's all good though. Shout out to the Knicks Anonymous family, episode 77 in the books. Thank you guys. Actually, sorry because today's actually Monday. I had a big ass headache yesterday, like migraine on steroids type headache, and I just had to sleep that out. My energy was not gonna be how it is today.
That's
So,
fine. All good, bro. All good. And as far as the pins go, update for y'all. They're being colored, so they're almost complete. I will probably. I was gunning for next week. It won't be next week. I'm hoping it'll be a week after, but they are coming.
Oof, bro, I'm excited. I'm gonna put that shit right here, right somewhere in this area right here. I'm excited, man. I can't wait. I'm gonna put them up. Oh my god, yo, the merch. We come a long way, Knicks Anonymous. Ooh, excuse me, sorry. That was like an excitement burp. But yeah, man, shout out to the Knicks Anonymous family. Shout out to everybody who's been sticking with us for 77 long episodes, 3 seasons to be exact. Couldn't be happier, man. Honestly, we love talking Knicks. We love talking Knicks with you guys specifically. For you guys that don't know, I am LJ.
Stevie in the building.
Stevie in the building. We are Knicks Anonymous. Let's go Knicks.